Boston on D. They trail by 9 points. Stan, what are you keeping your eye on here as we go down the stretch of the season?
Well, I like the battle for playoff positioning and seeding. I think home court is really, really important, especially, Kevin, and you've done a lot of them. When you get to Game 7 in a series, you want that on your home floor.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Bradley Beal. Williams is out there with Bridges. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Shed in at the 1. Greg, how about MP? Reaching 10,000 points at the youngest age ever.
Besting LeBron's old record. And MP is on a historic pace. I can't wait to see what that total ends up being.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Timberwolves put on a show. He scored 53 points, and ultimately, he posted a triple-double. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. It's White on the wing. Back to MP. He hangs, and that's 2 points on the layup. 12 points for MP.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside, Beal. Williams up on top. LaVine against Brown. LaVine passes to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks the triple. Bridges has got 13.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season, now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd. This team's character and how prepared they are makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone in our league.
Now Bridges, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Williams has a screen for Beal. Over White. Up again. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
MP finds Brown. MP with a screen on Beal. Back to MP. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown, no good. The Bulls leading by 9. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now Beal, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Pass to Williams. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled.
Substitution on the court.
And Boston has possession. It's a 10-point game. MP passes to Porzingis. Back to MP. Here's Walsh. Guarded by LaVine. MP dishes to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Tatum a screen. Back to MP. What a move, MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
The Bulls leading by 8. So for Chicago right now, they've got Mark Williams. Karis LeVert is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Levine in at the 3 spot. Now here's Williams. He's got 7. Back to Levine. 5 on the clock. Hits the target from 18 feet. Levine's got 7.
Well, that's exactly why it's nice to have Levine. He can do so many things within the offense.
MP left side. Outside Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Beal. Holiday, the pass to MP. Back to Holiday. And here is MP. Shoots a fader. Pass to Walsh. Outside Tatum. Back to MP. Another shot. LeVert grabs the miss.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Levine, good.
Well, Levine may have cut down on his mid-range attempts, but he's still more than capable from that.
The 3 from MP. Another miss by MP.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
And it's LeVert missing. MP finds Holiday. MP with a screen on Beal. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 10 points and the bucket from Holiday.
Yeah, Holiday understands when to pick his spots on offense, especially when the mid-range opens up like this.
Now here's Levine. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. That's on Mark Williams.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. That comes in for Drew Holiday. Picked by Williams. Here's Shed. And he's good on the 3-ball. Shed's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
MP strong inside.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Outside Williams. To the middle. Out to Bridges. Beal taking his time here. To the paint. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Here's Shed. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on MP.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And the Celtics making a change here. Walsh is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Walker's checked in. Back to MP. MP powers through the contact inside.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
White against Walker. Shed, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
MP, no good. Chicago leading by 15. Pass to Bridges. Outside, Walker. Lobs it up for Levine. And Levine throws it down.
And that's how you finish off the alley-oop. Levine just explodes off the floor to hammer it down.
MP against Walker. MP with a screen on Bridges. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Mark Williams.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
All right, Stan. Hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot. Clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. MP left side. White finds MP. Here comes MP, and he finishes nicely on the way. 22 points for MP.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Here's Shed, covered by MP. Williams has a screen for Walker. And the 3 off target.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
MP keeping his balance right there.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring him back.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Let's see some of the numbers here for Jason Tatum. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
Levine can't hit.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach. Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Bridges misses.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
White finds MP. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown the pass to Yang. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I love the determination that MP showed there. He is developing into an absolute bulldog.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Bridges outside. Pass to Shed. And again, Chicago, no good. And so it's Chicago in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Right back after this break.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And for the matchup with the Timberwolves, I'd wager you're looking forward to this one. Playing the #1 team in the West, it's a surprisingly close matchup. A real opportunity to prove that they're a championship contender.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Chicago Bulls. Thanks for spending half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. So it's Chicago now. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's MP in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Brown. Williams with the block. Pass to Shed. Back to Levine. MP against Williams. The kick out to Walker. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Bulls leading by 6. Outside, Walker. In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to Levine. Bridges outside. Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
In transition, here come the Bulls, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Porzingis kicks to MP. Bring it up for MP, a 3.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game and a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Here's Shed. 17 points in the game. Levine wide open. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks. And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Now, here's Bridges. 19 points in the game. Banked in off the glass. Bridges has got 21 in the game.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Tatum, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Levine, rebound Boston. Now, here's Brown. Nothing on the board. Back to MP. Brown the pass to Yang. And Brown now top the key. The 3 from Tatum. It's all in by the Bulls. Williams has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Bridges outside. Here's Shed, covered by MP. For 3. The putback. That's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
A well-practiced shooter. Levine has complete confidence in his shooting motion.
Now here's White. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. It's White on the wing. Here's MP. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Levine dishes to Bridges. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Celtics trail by 10. And here is MP. He's got 34. Brown finds MP. Back to Brown. Shoots over Walker. Brown, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Walker gets it to go on the assist from Bridges. Walker's got 7.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Here's Bridges. Following the basket by MP. Williams, a screen on Tatum. Gets tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
All right, a chance to see stats for Brown. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's putting up 13 points a game, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Here's Tatum. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. Out of bounds. It'll be the Bulls' ball. Let's take this chance to go to the 2K leaderboard and display the best free throw shooters of the second half of the season. MV is number 1.
And one look at his numbers since the break, and you can see how comfortable he's been at the foul line.
Here's Shed. 19 points in the game. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
And this game has MP's fingerprints all over it. He is really cooking.
Pass to Shed. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
MP showing he's a force near the hoop.
For Boston, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Cruz Ellis is checked in for Mark Williams.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Shed, that's good. Shed's got 7 now in this quarter. And so, MV will bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 14. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. On the wing, Bridges buries the long-range jumper. Bridges has got 24 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Holiday finds MP. Brown inside the line. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Brown doesn't mind getting roughed up on the way up. In fact, he embraces it.
Chicago making a switch here. No good on the second free throw.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
On the wing, Bridges. And it's good off the back rim and in. 26 points for him.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Down low. Here's Yang. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Miles Bridges.
Meeting the defense's challenge. That's really all you can ask of a young player like MP.
Terry's checked in for Walker. The Bulls leading by 14. Terry with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Bridges. Lock at 6. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Shot clock at 3. For Boston, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. LeVert with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A moment to check out MP here. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in scoring, first in rebounding, and with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. In the corner, Tatum with it. Back to MP. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, way to play and attack mode and get to the line.
For Chicago, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Here's Walsh. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Celtics passing it around. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 47 points.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
Lavertis, screen on Davis. Here's Bridges. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh. And MP throws it down.
Well, young guys rarely. Hesitate to throw it down when they can. MP is no exception.
On the wing, Terry. Pass to Bridges. No good that time. Davis with some nice D. Celtics trail by 16. Holiday finds MP. Good, that's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Oh, what a move by him. Just relentlessly attacking the rim.
Pass to Bridges. Good. Bridges has got 13 points now in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Brown kicks to Davis. Here's Yang. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Pass to Bridges. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Bridges has got 32 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. Chicago leading by 14. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Beal against Holiday. Terry setting the pick for Beal. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And one of the league's most gifted scorers, Beal relishes any chance he gets to finish while getting fouled.
Free throw good, Beal. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Yang makes it off the glass. 55 points for MP. Now Beal. He's got 8. Three-pointer. And Davis pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
MP knifes his way inside.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
Beal against MP. Pass to Terry. Outside Beal. 4 on the clock. Here's Henbey. And again, no good by Chicago. MP against Beal. Yang passes to Walsh. Back to MP. Up in time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bulls lead by 13. Don't go in. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass.
This is checked in for the Celtics. MP comes in for Pritchard. Here's MP. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls leading by 12. So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got LeVert. Buzelis out there with Clark. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Terry in at the 3 slot. Clark a screen on Holiday. Beal the pass to Clark. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. And the Bulls lead by 14. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. MP dishes to Holiday. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Holiday. 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, that's the tenacity you have to have inside. MP knew it would be physical.
And the Celtics making a change here. Buffs jacked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Levine's checked in. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying the international game.
Nice ball movement by Boston. And that one goes. Incredible.
A 60-piece. Goodness. And it's not his first of the season.
Well, he is tied for the fourth most 60-point games during a single season. Just incredible. The offensive rebound. LeVert from outside. No good.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Here's Terry. Kick out to Levine. Pulls up from the corner. Buries the jump shot. And the Bulls lead by 12.
And a nice, smooth stroke. When Levine feels that rhythm, he's a knockdown jump shooter.
MP against Levine. Huff passes to Tatum. Now, here's MP. The three ball. Chicago grabs the miss. LeVert's got his fourth rebound in this one. It's Beal on the wing. Terry setting the pick for Beal. Shoots from 12. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Beal's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the whole floor is open for Beal. He has the mechanics to make a shot from just about anywhere.
Pritchard passes to Yang. Boston, no good that time either. The Bulls leading by 14. Pass to Beal. Teardrop shot. It's hauled in by MP. MP's to the inside. It's deflected. Buzelis with the ball, and Griffin picks him up defensively. MP against Levine. Now here's Beal. From the arc. Beal with another miss. And so MP will bring it up for Boston. Tatum kicks to MP. And now Terry pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count it.
Yeah, they are demoralized now, guys. Careless play to turn it over and then slow getting back on defense.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. MP kicks to Porzingis. Pass to White. Here's MP. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted to.
Outside Williams. Here's Shed, covered by MP, and he gets the bucket. Shed's got 26.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
White finds MP. Outside, Walker. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Walker. Williams, a screen on White. Down low.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Tatum passes to Yang, and the dunk by MP.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
Here's Shed. Outside Williams. Pass to Shed. Three-pointer. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now, here's MP. Now, Tatum. Defended by Bridges. Tatum's shot is off. Bulls leading by 17. Here's Walker. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Brown. White the pass to Tatum. Emphatic finish by Tatum.
Exploding off the floor. Give Tatum room and he will show off his athleticism at your expense.
Outside Williams. Pass to Bridges. Here's Shed, covered by MP. Clock at 4, over MP. They kick out to Walker. Williams sets a screen for Walker from deep. And Boston with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And that one's good. MP.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thank you, David. Shed, that's good.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And here's MP for 3. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Levine deciding where to go with it. Outside, Walker. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range. And the Bulls lead by 18.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And there's the bucket from MP.
2 gritty points for MP. Didn't let the contact slow it.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Shed. On the wing, Bridges. Lets it go from deep. And it's Shed missing. Celtics trail by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bulls.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with 1 left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
Outside, Levine. Pass to Walker. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Walker. Williams, a screen on White. And here's Walker outside. Drops in the tray.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
44 seconds left in the game. Here's Shed, covered by MP. Bridges outside. And the Bulls, another three.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Shed, covered by MP. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting.
Sometimes the shots just don't fall.